Talia, good morning. Aloha.
Aloha kakariaka, Catherine. Thank you so
And
much for having me.
thank you. And thank you for being with us and being able to speak to us. Our hearts were shattered when we heard what had happened in Maui in particular, which is where I know you are. So, as always in times of crisis, it's terrifying. There's a lot of things happening, and then there's a silence, and very often this is where we hear what the media says, but we're not sure what the reality is. So this conversation, Talia, is really for us to hear directly from you, our beloved partner in Hawaii. Uh, how is life? How are you doing? How's your family and friends doing? And what can we do to help?
Oh, what a big question. There's so much there to unpack. Um, First of all, thank you. Thank you for just, being able to possibly clear up some confusion about some of the messaging that has gone out there about Hawaii, about Maui. Um, we are, uh, I, I can only speak from my
Yeah.
personal perspective for this, right? And so for me, my ohana, my family, we are okay. My immediate family was certainly affected by what happened, but geographically we're on the other side of the island, so we didn't sustain any damages of from the wildfires. um excuse me, both my family, my husband's family, my family's, but my neighbor's family, everyone on the island has and knows family members, friends, that have lost everything, have possibly lost family members. The people have endured, unthinkable tragedy, and for that, um, our hearts will forever be with them, right? So. But the loss of possession, home, house, cars, jobs for many, it sounds unthinkable, and yet the spirit of resilience actually is ab- abounds, and it is something that is has been really beautiful to see. Um, so that's kind of where we hang our hat now, is in that hopeful spirit and in the spirit of rebuilding, truly.
So Talia, speaking of rebuilding, our industry is one of resilience too. When I think of it,
Totally.
and is always ready to help, to jump on opportunities to help. So how would you say we can help the best? And when I say we, it's us, obviously, GDP, but our partners, our clients, our community, our industry. What can we do? Because right now, many of us are assuming that not much can be done for Maui in terms of bringing groups. We're assuming
Not
everything
true.
is very exact. So tell us about
Not
the
true.
reality.
Um, well, first, I think I would start with a bit of a geography lesson, and God help us all that I'm going to teach geography because that was never my strong suit. But to I think sometimes there is a bit of confusion on how Hawaii is as a state, right? So the state of Hawaii, the major islands of Hawaii, we are the island of Maui. On Maui, there are pockets of the island that uh, that are kind of have where the visitors would frequent more often. There's South Maui, which is made up of Kihei and Wailea and Makena, and there is West Maui. West Maui is made up of Kapalua, Ka'anapali, and Lahaina. And of the island of Maui, Lahaina of West Maui is what was affected and had the wildfires. So not even all of West Maui has been sustained any kind of damage, but Lahaina proper is what we are talking about. And so it is a historic town, and it is, a travesty. Let's just say that. What people may remember of historic Lahaina town is no longer, but the surrounding areas of West Maui still remains. And so when we are talking about, first of all, just the reality is the majority of Maui is open and begging for people to come. We are ready and poised to invite our visitors. And so I think that would be the first kind of messaging that I would say it is now our the first way that we can help is by getting that message across accurately.
That means hotels can receive
Absolutely.
groups, activities
Yes.
can happen,
So
staffing, especially I'm sure
yes.
people are looking.
It's been so yes, yes, and yes. Hotels, not just on the south side, but also on the west side in Ka'anapali, where you have the Hyatt Regency and the Sheraton Ka'anapali and the Westin Ka'anapali and the Ritz-Carlton Kapalua. All of them are slated. Actually, the first is slated to open Kapalua on the 8th. So on the 8th of October, open for business and ready. Like I said, just so ready for group business, for visitors to be here. I think, excuse me, the reopening is happening in phases. So as you get closer to Lahaina proper, then obviously the reopening is a little further down. So Kapalua first because it's further out, and then Ka'anapali. And I think we do have a slated date for that as well. So I can follow up with some real statistics for you, or some facts, if you will. But yes, activities, transportation, restaurants, really everything is open and running, with exception to the businesses that were in Lahaina town, historic Lahaina town.
Great. Okay, great. So this message to the world, to our community.
Public service announcement.
Exactly. Let's go back to Hawaii and to Maui. In particular, let's support. Our industry, as you know, is so dedicated to sustainability, and supporting local economy is a big part of sustainability, and so that's what we can do. So that is the message.
Yes.
So we will.
And your visit. Oh, excuse me.
Yes, go ahead, Talia.
No, I was just gonna say the group business, your visit supports Maui's economy and enables Lahaina's ability to build, to rebuild. We need the stimulation in the economy in order to rebuild. That is just how the cookie crumbles, right? That is facts.
Yes, perfect. So you as a business, you are also ready to receive group.
Absolutely.
And able to, perfect.
We are still operating. We have been blessed to still have group business on the books. Sure, did we see fallout and see a lot of movement? It was very reminiscent of COVID again, lots of rebooks and that sort of thing. But we were able to still keep a lot of business on the books. So for that, we're really blessed, and our team is doing well.
Good, perfect. So Talia, again, you have our commitment that we will spread the word that you are up and running, and that we need to support. The best way to support is to bring back groups to the beautiful Hawaii and Maui region.
Absolutely.
And we're with you. Talia, last question. Is there an organization in particular that would benefit from support, that uses the funds in the right way?
Yeah.
And if there's one, which one would you recommend?
It's a great question. And believe me, we're truly passionate about making sure that our family, our friends, our neighbors are getting what is needed, what is said. You hear all these crazy numbers of millions and millions of dollars, and where does it go? I do know for a fact that Maui Strong Fund is paying out to families. I know that the People's Fund of Maui is paying out to families in need. So those two I'm supporters of.
And perfect. And we will share that with everyone as well, so that they know where to send support there too. Talia, what you're going through is so difficult and so cruel, but we are so lucky to have you. We're so proud to work with you and to have you as our partner, and we are dedicated to supporting you and to sending business. So thank you so much, Talia.
No, thank you. Mahalo nui loa. We truly appreciate the support and the love that Global DMC Partners has just poured on us. So thank you for that.
Cannot wait to see you very soon.
So soon. I can't wait to.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Bye, Talia.
Aloha.
Aloha.